really want to get close to the people who have connections, because it's all about coming up. Being a made man, you have to like know the right people who have connections, so you can get their connections, so you could like making the kind of money that they making.
Once inside the gang, there are 3 ways to prove oneself: distributing drugs, making music,
call me the hit man because I was seeking destruction,
pulling the trigger.
It's either do or die. They living, you know what I'm saying, they in the streets.
That same philosophy applies to the gang's most important rule, the G code.
They don't talk. You go to any gang-related shooting, there could be in broad daylight, in the middle of summer, where 20 or 30 people are standing outside their houses or around the area it happened, and nobody would talk to you.
Palm Beach authorities once offered a plea deal to a top 6 member who drove the getaway car used in a homicide. He refused, choosing jail over snitching.
We weren't interested in putting him away for life. We needed his cooperation to get the actual shooters, and he chose to take a life sentence rather than a 10-year sentence and speak to the police.
Police attribute the gang's silence to their Haitian heritage and their strong sense of loyalty.
Me and my brother's keeper, he's my keeper. Stick to the G code and everything will be okay. Especially if it ain't got to do with you, leave it alone, cause you stepping in some that you can't wipe off your foot.
Their silence makes them a hot commodity among Mexican drug traffickers.
These organizations see the value of a group like Top 6 because it can get the product out on the streets and it can control what's going on the streets.
6 deals primarily out of traps. They rely on motel managers to serve as lookouts and help secure transactions.
You're serving in front of a motel, so you paying them, you know, for like a little leeway, so when things go down, they won't be so mad at you because you was paying, you was like taking care of them.
Most important, 6 depends on guns. Their weapon of choice.
Choppers, choppers, and more choppers.
The person holding a gun in their hand just gives them the sense of that, you know, like they could play God. You know, they could judge if a person should live or die.
Most of their guns are acquired through home robberies and car thefts.